So I secured the elastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay it flat, and I've already put a seam on this side, but we're going to put a seam on this side. We're going to go all the way down to the very edge. We're going to start up here, go all the way down. And we're going to make sure that when we go over the elastic, we're going to give it a little extra love and a couple of extra stitches, because again, the elastic is the most important part. Okay, once you've got all the seams in, all 4 seams, this is what it's going to look like around the edges. And now it's time to flip it. So you take the bottom and you gently just flip everything that you had on the outside. And we're going to move it in like this. And then you're going to go to the top, and you can feel that little metal piece, and it's going to bend to the curve. I'm just going to feel that and put it in place where it belongs. So I can feel the metal piece starts right there, and it's still in the center. Then my edges, and we pull these out a little bit, make sure they're secure. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this bottom part, and we're just going to fold it like this much all the way around. And you can iron this if you'd like, if you feel more comfortable. And then we're going to stitch this together. And you could do a decorative stitch if you want, or I'm actually going to do this stitch that is, if I was using a white thread, it wouldn't be as visible. But I'm going to pull, because I don't want the knot to show, I'm going to pull it from underneath here. Like, I'm going to go in here and pull the needle out so that the knot goes stuck in there. It's stuck inside. And then I'm just going to seal these 2 sides together. So what I forgot to tell you is actually you need to open the seam as well. It would be better actually if you ironed it open. And then these guys are going to sit next to each other. And we're going to keep going. And we're going to go over this middle seam. Oops, get my knot in there. Ugh, not so great. Okay. I'm going to go through this kind of difficult area. There's a lot of fabric, but just work with it. Make sure you're not putting too much in there. It should be looking a little like this, because that's actually where your nose is going to go. Not your nose, but part of your face is going to be in this curve. So I'm just going to go through this. Go ahead and, oops, got a knot here. It happens. Just work it out. Okay, so we get to the other end. So I put the seam on the bottom and I'm finished. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more, and I'm going to do a knot. And then what I do is I just take my thread and I kind of snake it through the fabric, and because it's already knotted, afterwards I can just cut it so I don't have a big ugly knot. Okay, now the last thing to secure is the nose piece. So here we're going to squeeze it and feel it so it's like in position. I can see that feel it's like a little over here on this side, so I'm going to shift it, and now I think it's like right in the middle. So I'm going to start from the center, and I'm going to go in there right underneath the nose piece, and I'm just going to do a simple straight stitch through all the layers underneath the nose like piece of metal. So it looks like this. It's a cute little Just plain simple stitch. I could show you on this side. And now I can feel that the metal has stopped here. So now I'm gonna go and I'm gonna just put some stitches on this side so it doesn't move around. So like even if I wash it, it's not gonna like shift. And then I go back up here, and then just for fun, I'm gonna do a little straight stitch all around just for fun to secure everything. And it's just another way of keeping it like so it'll last and stay together. So I've almost finished with my little decorative stitch. Last one. And again, I'm gonna make a knot. I'm gonna pick a little bit of fabric up, go through. Then when the circle is there, I'm gonna loop it through, makes a little knot. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just feed the needle through any part of the fabric and cut it. So it kind of disappears, the knot. And then I'm gonna cut off any additional threads that are hanging out. And actually I made these loops too big. So what I did was I just put a little knot in them so they fit around my face. The standard is 7, but I'm finding that sometimes standard is 7 is too small for people. So it's kind of like up to you, should try and measure it and see which one works for you. Okay, and then we have a finished mask, handmade. And let's see. Let's see if it fits. Whoop. Oh, let's get this around here. Put the nose on. Good.